What is up, guys? Have a fun deck for you today. Today's deck, we return once again to SK Witchers. Now, Mr. Abla, shout out to him for all the meme decks he plays. You guys gotta appreciate that. But he was playing a more serious deck, which was his SK Witchers one. And, on this channel, we oftentimes return to this deck, really like it. And so I decided, we saw his, we do it again, but I felt his needed some changes. It had way too many 5-piece slots and was losing some 4, and it was just way too kind of mid-ranging some of the provisions. Wanted a little bit more on the top end, so you can kind of see some of the changes we made. Heatwave is not as good as it once was. Like, it's still a get out of jail free card, but honestly, we can get some more value in terms of just points and trading from it. So like running a Hjalmar with all these like bigger cards, like your Bear Witchers, Gerd. I mean, it's 11 points, and 8 removal is insane with very minimal setup. I'm also running a professional here. With some of our pinging units, we can actually set it up decently well. And, a lot of the cards got brought up to 6 power from 5, Unseen Elder, Aridin, Datlaf. I'm thinking all the monster ones, but you get the idea. Damien 6. So, now obviously, 9 for 11 isn't great, but still just being able to remove that as a backup to just the tall removal that he can have, it works for me. It's never really breaking, and that's nice. I'm also throwing in Totem not only for points but for proactivity, because sometimes these decks can really hurt for it. We dropped one of the mentors. I find mentors can be really hard to set up, and there's too many things here that have lower adrenaline that you're holding on for. So by removing a Bear Witcher mentor and throwing in things that we can play early in the round, like we have Brockvar Hunters here, Totem as I mentioned, things like that, it just works a little bit better for me. So I dropped a mentor out and just have one available. Maybe we pull with Gwent, right? We managed to keep a whole bunch of units damaged, and a mentor can play for a lot. Cool. We pull it out, or we keep it in hand type of deal. Also doing Leo, because with Quartermasters now having Zeal, they're like always getting those Witcher students out. You're having a lot of Witchers here, and Leo, solid points. I don't like Fret as much in this. Now, he's not hard to set up, right? Especially with a leader like this. I mean, if you had to commit leader, it's an option, but I don't want to commit leader, and I want an unconditional lock. Because if I when I was playing Fret, he has a point more, but when you don't have that Bloodthirst one, like they play a really solid engine, turn 1 or something, and you have to take time developing Bloodthirst, which against some matchups isn't always easy, can really hurt you. So I just do Dorgray. Like, it's unconditional. You just lock a unit. You lose a point, but I'll take unconditional locking, as long as, of course, Veil's not there over a point. And then, yeah, I got Vabjorn here because Champion's Charge, right, with this leader, I mean, that's just an instant removal. I want extra access to it to make sure we have it. And I dropped Raiding Fleet because, again, there's just too many cards in this area, and I felt we needed to top in it a little bit more and throw in some more 4P cards. So Raiding Fleet dropped, and with that, the On Crate, because the issue is with On Crate, when it's on the board, what could be a decent setup for professional is now a point lower, and that happened a couple times. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is Arnachad over here. If you're going to drop a card, this is probably the first card to drop. It's very high risk, high reward. A lot of times, Arnachad, if it goes down, it's getting locked or it's getting heat waved. And a lot of times, some decks can, they're just playing smaller cards that just have really good deploy, so he's not trading very well. But against Northern Realms, or if they already expend their heat wave, you can just win games. Like Arnachad, when you deploy him, he can just completely win games for you. It's crazy. So we ran him in these, but if I was probably wanting a really consistent list that's going up against everything, I would probably drop him for maybe like an Axie or something like that. But again, he's fun to run. When you drop him, your opponent can't handle it, and monsters can hurt really hard too. Everything just gets deleted, or at least 2 cards. It's crazy. So yeah, sorry for a little bit longer intro, but I just kind of wanted to break down the changes I made. Again, shout out to Mr. Abla for the original deck and kind of inspiring me to go back to this, check out his video on it. And yeah, I think that covers everything. Last thing I want to talk about before we get into the games, though, is streaming on Twitch soon. we got the camera in, just trying to figure out exactly when I want to stream. I'll be relaying that information to you shortly, but there's a link down below to my Twitch, so if you're interested, please go and leave a follow there. We can have a lot of fun with it, a lot of interactions, you know, try out decks on the fly and stuff. So yeah, sorry for the longer intro. Let's hop into the games. Uprising.
You best yield now.
This could still be the Draug list, I guess, but we are seeing that stratagem. Maybe we are getting some NR Witchers. NR Witchers versus SK Witchers. Arnachad can smurp against Northern Realms, because it's all order abilities, so they don't get deploy. But against Witchers, I think that's a slightly different scenario. Kick the Leo here. You want Leo when you have a bunch of quartermasters.
Up the tree you go, lad. Quick now. Retrieve my bolt.
Okay. Let's get our engines established.
Warhawk de Barrier.
Might do a professional commit if he does Bear Witcher onto. Okay, now he's gonna stratagem the adept.
Retrieve the bolt. No, I'm on it.
Interesting. This could pull another hunter, so we need to make sure we play it back here.
Ice punching again.
We'll go light longship.
You're the pendulum. Much better at that.
If they double buff Keldar, really nice. Okay, got Gwent coming out. Alright. We need to kill that because sometimes they will click around one to try and
With
get
the rise above, go
control.
beyond, become
You
more.
can transform the Gwent. Okay, he's not. Interesting choice. So, I would like to kill the Quinn here. Too bad we don't have an extra ping ready.
So, which one of you wants to die first?
Can bait him into transforming him, maybe. Okay, got the hunter. Got lots of engines down. That's what we love to see. Because the NR Witcher's deck doesn't run a lot of control. Oh man, it's buffed up. But man, do we commit the professional? I mean, I guess if we have stuff like Helmer that can handle. Because you already used Gwent, so Keldar wouldn't have a shield. So we could like do one ping here and then professional.
Not your lucky day.
Let's get him on the run. Okay, I'm gonna save my charges here. I mean, Portal we want to play, so I don't really consider that a commitment. Like, that's something you want to play. Gerd, you know, we're setting up Graveyard for Yalmar. You know, it's just kind of there. Wow, okay.
The more you know, the less you wonder like a buffoon.
You've got to dodge. You've got to have them.
Gotcha like fashion!
Okay. So we get something else. I mean that's one of his like complete, you know, quote unquote win conditions there. And we got Leo too.
My mentor's recipe says cut these apples like so!
He doesn't realize you can transform Gwen. Interesting.
What are you gonna do, huh?
I guess he can transform that now. That's a little unfortunate. Maybe should just target into that. So yeah, that was a misplay on my part. But we're still ahead. We forced something else out from him. I mean, we got Gwen out, we got Kelder out, we got Leo. We got full leader out.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
That's a lot. So we're down. What is that? Holy cow. 12 points. We would need 13, but 12 because we have that. So we'd have to play 2 more cards. I don't really know if I want to commit that. So I think we're going to take our pass. I think we abused red coin. Beyond belief. I mean, he's got... I mean, Yrden's usually in that, but Yrden falls completely flat against our deck. Except for, well, we do have Leo and Bear Witcher, so we should be mindful of that. But, I mean, we kind of really hit a lot of their good stuff. Now, again, we'll see. They could bleed us out, and a short round could do very good. They do have carryover points. They still have Vesemir left. Okay. Feel a little bit better about this hand. Really, Gwen and, you know, the Bear Witch are just too good. Okay. What are we throwing down? I think we'll just go this. Alright. Let's hope we get some good Iron Chat action here. But Quen, please draw Quen. I really need you. I really, really need you. Yes. Thank you. Okay. How much are we respecting the Yrden here? A lock would be really handy. I don't know, I think we're gonna kick the mentor. Okay. Well, let's just roll with this. We're gonna kick that. Okay, well, I mean, we still have some targets. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's a little unfortunate. Just a little bit. So, do we lead with Quartermaster? No, I think we lead with Totem, then we can Quartermaster. Sure. We've got, you know, potentially 3 proactive plays, because we could play Aaron Kaduk for another.
For honor. And for Connor.
Okay, I think we commit the lock for that. Of course, those adepts are pretty scary. Alright, well, sure.
kind as a virus, a plague.
We'll go quartermaster next. Okay, yet another one. Well, I guess that works out.
Knights get princesses and we get what? Bloody streagers!
That one might just have to go off. Because I kind of want to save Hjalmar for something else. I don't really know what that would be, though.
I'd lend you a hand, but then I don't know.
The windmill. Its sticks spin around and smash you.
Might try and get another quartermaster off of it. We don't have last say. If we had last say, Leo would be phenomenal here. Okay, we're gonna go Arna Chad though.
If you're not fast, the windmill will hit you hard.
So we get him at leader.
Blood washes away all shame!
And then we'll go here. I'll just put it in the middle.
You wanna see a real sword?
It's pretty strong.
Come forward! Enough!
That's pretty strong. But Arna Chad is really good against NR. Let's go and get this down. And I think we'll go and just do the Bear Witcher.
All that dancing around. It's not for me.
Just remove cards is probably the call. Excuse me. But yeah, I think we're just coasting here, and we won this because he just threw everything into round one. With a leader like that, you're honestly pretty fine to, like, if you lose uneven, you know, you're not too happy about that. Oh, okay, that sucks a little bit. We'll place it here, so if Arna Chad dies, then this will fill the slot.
Double the coin and consider it done.
And we still got Hjalmar, and I mean, we got Gwen here for either a massive Leo, you know, just could be a 7 points on top. We can quartermaster again.
That prize winning
Okay,
blue
he does
ribbon.
die. But see, positioning here, yay. Positioned really well for once. Save Hjalmar as much as possible. So let's think. This is 8. We want to play around a Yurden as much as possible. But that's a lot of points. I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll just do quartermaster.
To arms, men.
You've got to be quick. You've got to dodge. You've got to have the...
We'll play around the Yurden. Okay, and this is 8 points. I really hope his last card's Jordan. I hope for some reason he kept it. This is close though. So, yeah, we do have an 8.
1,000 thunder and sea devils!
Okay, I position well over here too. Alright. He needs a lot. Alright, sweet. That was a good match. I mean,
Time to sow.
I positioned well. We used Red Coin. We had a little bit of Arnagad going off. Like, it's pretty solid. But yeah, and our Wedge is still such a good deck, though. I mean, you look at all that they committed, and they were still viable in that last round. It's crazy. If they'd hold on to it, man, that would have been bad. Okay, so this is the draw.
Press those vermin!
Most likely. So yeah, they're going to try and get a bunch of Revenants, get us to a short round 3, use Erland. So yeah, we definitely need a lot of ping units, which we do have. Okay, interesting.
The bolt softens them up, the sword finishes them off.
What is it?
Yeah, so what we're going to do here, we're just going to play out our hunters and our ship, in case he still is doing the whole Drow ground 1. But that Griffin Witcher is a little bit interesting.
Left, right, left, right.
Okay.
I promise you a quick death.
It's gonna be pretty hard to take that down because he just keeps boosting it back up, and then it's got adrenaline. So I think we're out round 1 already. We're gonna keep playing cards, seeing what we can pull from him. But yeah.
Finally.
Alert! Towers!
Okay, Dunban is a little scary. Maybe kicking the whatever it's called, Champion's Charge, wasn't too smart because with Champion's Charge and then our pinging units, we can maybe kill Foltest if that drops. Because right now we can't. But what's nice about red coin, we won't really abuse it here, but we can hang on to our golds. Like, we don't really have to expend them. Because I feel like blue coin anymore, unless you just get lucky and your engines don't go away. Okay, here's the Draug probably. You gotta drop like 1 or 2 golds, just honestly sometimes to get a pass. It's kind of rough. Okay, is he gonna do it now? Okay, here probably comes the PFI.
Destiny is unswerving. Cheated.
Yeah. Maybe he's
will
gonna do
not
Draug
be.
back row. That makes sense. And he's maybe just doing the Griffin Witcher because it's really strong with the strategy. Okay. We could just pass now. We pass now and he can't really do that. Can't get Draug off, and it kind of throws some of his sequencing off maybe a little bit. We'll try that. I honestly haven't quite figured out the best way to play against this. Like, obviously, if you can get round control, that's huge, but I'm thinking sometimes passing before they can fully set it up might work. And so he can, if he wants to set it up, he has to go down cards, and that basically pulls us into a long round 3, where we have a better chance. Or at least I would assume a better chance. I mean, it's Northern Realm, so okay, he just passes. Let's see what he decides to do here. I mean, he can Draug in this round. Still. And we don't have our pinging engine, so I think kind of that choice might be a little bit of the game deciding call. He's good against full test. Not the most efficient, but I think we might need to kick a Bear Witcher. Yeah, you know, Portal just never exists for me. Really would like to see that card ever in a game. Right, Neuromancy, Portal, any sort of thing like that, it likes staying at the bottom of the deck. Okay, we're gonna use Professional.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Yeah, so this will be the downside. He can just basically have revs pop off. And these Quartermasters are actually really awkward because it's given a lot of decent targets for him. We could maybe consider Leader to clogging up that row. If he plays another PFI, we might just consider Leader. I'm just gonna drop Quartermaster.
I'd lend you a hand, but then I'd have none.
Just to get something out there for right now. But yeah, I think we might consider Leader here. Because that would complete. I guess he has whatever it's called. They always use the siege ladder things to move it. Dang, that's almost.
Washes away all shame.
Okay. Let's just drop another Quartermaster.
To arms, men.
Come on.
Can I do the pendulum? I'm much better at that. The windmill.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and
It shoots
expend all
spin around
this.
and smashes it.
Just in case he removes it. I was trying to think of maybe if we want to wait for like a Quen to come down with the shield, but I think we'll go ahead and use them. Alright, we'll see how my Leader commit decision worked out. I mean, he honestly just has a pass here, and he could just have engines to kind of take it, and that would work for him. I might, if he just passes here, I still might play out a Bear Witcher so we have it in graveyard in case I draw Helmar. Oh, double draw. That land of a 1,000 Fables combo is super cool with it. Oh shoot. So you can play Draug, and then for the order you can transform your AA into another Draug. It's kind of cool. Alright. Probably should have sung bolt charges into that, but I really wasn't expecting the heat wave here. So, what do we play? Guess we gotta go Totem. We stay ahead, that's good. Always want to stay ahead when your opponent's kind of bleeding out. You can try and take a card from them. Now, you don't really always want to commit super hard for that. Like, just slap down all your good golds early to keep that card. But
Stand and fight.
okay, this is looking worse by the moment. What do we play? I mean, I could probably just throw this out, I guess.
More pain now, less pain later.
I doubt he's gonna have a lot of damage. I'm gonna just go ahead and flip that. Yeah, really weak mentor there. It's crazy when Way of the Witcher first came out. I was this is or a version of this is one of the first things I was playing because I really wanted to get to Arnichad. And man, I felt like every time I was dropping Bear Witcher mentors, they were slapping down for like 12 to 16 points, and now it's just like I can't ever seem to get decent ones. Wait, what is he doing?
You must stop, please.
Okay, well we have a slightly better Geralt. That's good. I might just take it, but sometimes patience can pay off with that card. We can just go for a Leo, but Leo can get way bigger. We kind of need to play one more card. Maybe we can just slap down Arnichad to scare him out of the round. He already used Heat Wave. Of course, then he would sequence it probably a little bit better. Whatever. I think we're just gonna do this for right now.
Not your lucky day.
Now we can start playing some good stuff. Finally. Some of the rework on this deck was just throwing in some stuff you could play earlier in the round. A lot of adrenaline here. Okay, we see what he's gonna do now. Because I really don't know. Okay, there's full test. That sucks. We'll lock him.
Open this gate, kneel before your king, and I shall show you mercy.
Yeah, that delays our Arnichad, but we need to do this. We at least have an answer for it, so. I think our goal here will be to hang on to Quen. Maybe save Arnichad for Erland. For round 3, because it would just completely kill it. Immunity wouldn't matter. He's already used his Heat Wave, though he could be trying to 2-0 here. I think if Full Test had gone off, he would have tried to 2-0, but now that Full Test is locked, we'll see what he does. Okay.
Tomorrow we sup at home!
He can't run Renew in this one. So yeah, he's probably just going for the 2-0. I think we're just going to drop Arnichad now.
Shove your knightly virtues up your ass, Erland.
Hey, that's kind of fitting. Good job, voice line selector. Yep, that's why I love playing Arnichad. This might be the one only game we do with it.
If I live to see.
Oh wait, because it's the order ability.
Tomorrow we sup at home!
That's right. This is gonna be better in a short round than this. So maybe we just pull this out now.
Parrying arrows with bite.
And I think that'll secure us taking a card from him. Okay, so he doesn't have a massive Erland. We have a card from him. If we drew Portal, this would be massive. We gotta be careful mulligans though. But I think we have enough. Yes, we have enough Witcher targets where we'll be fine. That's honestly like, yeah, yeah. Hjalmar would maybe be an exception, but all of these are pretty solid. Alright. That portal draw was huge. Okay, can somebody tell me why sometimes armor comes immediately onto these and then other times it doesn't? Like, maybe I'm just getting a bug and I'm not seeing the armor, but...
I killed for less.
He could just boost that up. Because it'd be nice if we get some Bloodthirst for James Charge, because you never know.
Need a hand? Just chop one off.
We'll just do that. Because again, yeah, I want to try and get Bloodthirst 3. Might come in handy. And we'd have 2 there.
Aye, aye, sir.
Okay.
Shoot down, stone dead. Easier that way.
Okay, see like that, it didn't give him armor. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm just missing something here. Okay, that's a really small Erland. So, I think what maybe won it, it was my decision to do that leader commit. That was probably pretty huge. He can get another Draug here. So he's obviously gonna put it back here, so we need to kill. So if we did this, it's 4 points, but if we did armor up, we're taking away 1. I mean, Draug doesn't even matter, you can't even use it. So that's 1 plus, it's 5, so that's slightly more.
I'll gut you like fishes!
Well, actually, we can do this is the most,
Better at that.
I think. Yeah, it's 5 versus 4 if we just did Champion Charge. Yeah, I think we took this though. I think later commitment was really instrumental in that. Alright, sweet, we don't even have to play last card. Well, no, I take it back. Does the Erland click get him?
For honor. And for honor.
Oh shoot. Oh well, we gotta play it.
I'll cleave you in.
Alright, wow. That was nice. GG.